Apparently, I don't know what the Ask Penny hashtag was used for before I tweeted it out, but the last thing is from the 8th of September, and it says, if you had to lick balls or penis, what would it be? Hey everyone, what's going on? I wanted to do a video today with my Pinterest. I made a post. So I asked you guys to send in some questions for Penny. There's also some treats just off camera, so if you see her looking over there, that's what she's looking at. Aren't you, you're so smart. Stay on your fuzzball. I put a fuzzball there so you would stay on it. At Lauren Navani asks, what are some of her bad habits? For example, my dog likes to viciously attack the vacuum cleaner whenever I use it. Penny barks at any semblance of a knock on the door or doorbell or anything having to do with door. She goes apeshit. No matter how much I try to tell her no, she goes nuts. And like 1 in 100 times it pays off. Like this morning, it finally paid off. It did, didn't it? Yeah. She's ferocious. Also, she sucks at meeting people. At GunHappy10 asks, how old is Penny? Penny's gonna be 7 years old next week, aren't you? 7. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe you're gonna be 7 years old. Let's just not tell anybody. You're gonna be just doing this. 7. I'm gonna get a birthday cake. At Billy DJ Dog asks, can Penny do a barrel roll? Kind of. Alright, you want to do a trick? You get a treat if you do a trick. You gotta do your trick first. Come here. Are you in frame? Come here, right here. Alright. You can't do it before I say it. Alright, sit. Lay down. Roll over. Good girl. That's as close as we're gonna get. At Rebecca Lynn 89 asks, Roxy would like to know if Penny also enjoys destroying all of her toys with a cute photo of her dog. You can't see it because it's somewhat framed out. You might be able to see it a little bit. There is fuzz all over the underside of that table. I clean it like 4 times a week and there's always stuffing because Penny likes to disembowel all of her toys instantly and then carry around the carcass as like this weird trophy. So she literally just tears a hole and then like pulls it out and like she hates fluff. At Sophia AAR asks, when did you get her and why? Do you have any puppy pics? Penny was actually a gift to my mom, and she was bought on the side of the road and then was given to my mom, and then I just bonded with her. I didn't buy her on the side of the road. I should clarify that. I didn't buy you. But she was given to my mom as a gift, and I bonded with her so much. How could she not be my dog? So I took care of her when she was a puppy the most. And she loves me the most. Actually, she really loves my mom still too. So she goes to grandma's house sometimes, which is why she's a little heavier than normal right now, because she was at my mom's house recently. But yeah, I just started taking care of her. I have a lot of puppy pics, which hopefully are going on right about now. She was like a squirrely little puppy, weren't you? You were a squirrely little puppy. You were. You were looking at my lip color. Okay, let's see if you screwed up mommy's lip color. Only a little bit. At Queen Meg Turney, hey, sweet name, asks, what's the most complicated trick you can do? And everybody asks for Penny to do this trick. She did it in the RT recap. It's definitely the most complicated trick she can do. And that's her inside voice. That's definitely, you're gonna need a treat to do that one, aren't you? Okay, come here, sit, speak. She knows where it's going, so she tries to do her quiet one first. Speak. Good girl. Use your inside voice. Huh? Yeah, good girl. We'll do it in sequence a little bit faster, huh? Yeah, eat that bit. Get a little taste. Speak! Good girl. Now use your use your inside voice. Good girl. You're a little rusty. Mommy doesn't make you do that one very much, does she? Does she? No, you cannot eat the bag. Stop. At Kyoshu asks, can you play dead? Penny can play dead, but she's not very good at it. Let's see. We're getting so many treats. You just get a little piece for this one. Okay, here we go. Hey, come over here. Sit. Lay down. No, you know what I'm gonna ask? You're psychic. That's a great bag, but I didn't ask for it. Lay down. Bang. Oh, you can't. You gotta wait, Pen. Hey, lay down. No. You ham. I didn't ask yet. Don't talk back to me. Don't talk back to me. Hey. Bang, bang. Good girl. In her head, she's like, Mom, I did it like 6 times. You didn't give me the treat. At Jake Manalanson asks, thinking about getting a dog, what should I know about pups such as yourself? What should you know, Pen? You should definitely know that dachshunds are incredibly needy, the neediest of the needy dogs. So if it's your first dog, a dachshund is, I would call like an advanced dog. They are really willful and tough to train. If you don't know how to train them, you have to train them with positive reinforcement, and they have a mind of their own, even when they're trained. Penny is really, really, really obedient. She's super smart, and she knows when to listen, but sometimes she still just like does her own thing. Like, I just cannot change her mind. So they're really, if you don't know what you're doing, dachshunds are a hard breed to have as your first dog. They're also super like separation anxiety ridden. They need to be with people all the time. If you're super busy, if you don't have people around, they're not good dogs for that. They get destructive if you're not around enough, and they just aren't happy if they don't have people. So definitely get like a lab or something. Those are I feel like those are a little easier to train than a dachshund. Yes, high five. Good job. At Ladylike asks, what is the most incriminating / hilarious situation you've found Penny in? I've caught Penny in a variety of hilarious and really like red-handed situations, because you're a very naughty dog sometimes, aren't you? You sure. But it's always funny like whenever she gets caught like in the cat's litter box, because she's really long, so like her back end will just be sticking out, and then she gets caught but she can't like get out immediately. And dachshunds, when they know they're in trouble, they like scramble. So she like tries to get up, and then she like knocks the lid of the litter box off, and she's trying to get out of there. It's pretty hilarious. But my favorite situations are the ones where I wasn't around and she was being naughty on someone else's watch. Like once when I lived in LA, my old roommate in LA used to watch Penny. She's like Penny's stepmom basically. And she has cats. So Penny loves cat food and would wait in the room where the cats were going to be fed and eat all the cat food. So they started closing the door so Penny couldn't get in whenever the cats were fed. So they said they were going in to feed the cats, and they like looked around, they didn't see Penny. And then they heard like her move, like her collar has these little like tags on it, and they jingled, and they looked under the bed. She had hidden behind a box under the bed and had just her like face on top of the box, and one of her tags had clinked into each other, and she was fully waiting until they shut the door so she could knock both cats out of the way to eat their food. Yes. That is very you. At Maddie Gascar asks, do you feed her at certain times throughout the day, or do you keep her food bowl full at all times? Penny would explode if I kept her food bowl full at all times. She is not a free feeding dog. She eats any and everything that's out. So you have to be really careful with weight gain with dachshunds. So I definitely feed her at strictly regimented times. She didn't like that answer. At It's Twiz asks, tell her to attack Gavin. All right, are you ready, Pen? Are you ready? Attack him! Get him! You went for the treats. You didn't get him. He walked away. You gotta let him get away. At Keller Christina asks, can the whole video just be the high five trick? I love it. You got it. High five. Yeah. Smee can do it too. High five. Good boy. At Stewie Mom asks, Penny, write a report on the effect of global warming on sub-Saharan Africa. Go. Oh, she saw a squirrel outside. She got a little upset. Wheezy. Wheezy. It's a squirrel, Penny. It's a squirrel. Oh, this is my favorite. When she gets angry, she gets all like, her fur gets all pissed off in the back. It's funny. It's okay. It's my fault. You should not encourage dogs' bad habits like that. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why do you look like Dobby, and are you a free elf? At TF Showstopper asks, what's the scariest experience you had with Penny? So when Penny was a puppy, she got a parasite from digging in dirt, and it was like, I guess she ate something that was in the dirt and she got a parasite from it, according to the vet. But anyway, it made her lose a ton of weight really quickly, and we called, and the vet was like a family friend, so he was like, don't worry about it. Like, she had terrible diarrhea, and it was very scary. He was like, just come in at 3 o'clock on this day. So it's the day of her appointment. It was like the next day. It wasn't like we let her go on for a while. But anyway, she had an appointment at 3, and it was like 11 in the morning, and I had taken her outside, and it was sunny, and you were running around because you were a pup and you wanted to run around all the time. And she came in from being outside and she like kind of wobbled and I was like, Penny, are you okay? And she was like fully passed out. It's the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in my whole life. Like, I'd get 5 more concussions if you never did that again, because it was horrible. I scooped her up. I started crying immediately and scooped her up. She was fine. She like came to and was like totally fine. And I took her to the vet immediately, and I came in, I'm like, I'm 3.5 hours early. She just passed out. I like have tears. It was very dramatic. And they were like, she's okay, she's just a little dehydrated. And then they gave her medicine and she was totally fine. But seeing her just like crumple over like that was horrible. It was the worst thing ever, wasn't it? She also has some problem with like her inner eyelid that always screws up, and that always looks really scary and gross when that happens too. Yes. I'm telling everybody all your secrets. Penny's actually ticklish, and she has a tickle spot. Come here, Pen. Let's show me your tickle spot. Come here. Yes, you don't like it. She doesn't like the tickle spot. Alright guys, that's it for this Ask Penny. Thank you very much for joining me, Pentis. Beg, sit down in the butt. Sit down in the butt. Oh, it's hard to do. Good job, good job. Thank you for submitting your questions, and I'll see you guys next time. Heart you.